Hi there, Aries. How are you guys doing in the month of December? It's been a journey 2018. Like, I couldn't believe that we're at the end of that, you know what I mean? And now it's Sagittarius season. So I don't know about you guys, but every time it's like fire sign season, I love it because the energy is so great. Me being a Sagittarius, I love the energy of a fire sign season. Like air sign season, I love it. Water sign season is awful for my emotions. I don't know why. So I don't know how you guys feeling right now. Let's see. So this, I know it's late. I'm really sorry about that. So this is gonna be much more of a weekly reading rather than a monthly reading, I guess, because I'm gonna be reading your relationship sector from the 9th of December until the 15th of December because I'm planning to. I've actually recorded it before I record this video. Your bi-weekly reading, okay? So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Inessa from The Inner Stereo. For those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be covering your relationship sector, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, co-workers, anyone. I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign because I tend to realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. But that probably because my Venus sign sits in the 7th house, though. But I don't know about that. So you just have to figure that out yourself. But if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, okay? Don't force a reading. Never try to force a reading. Just move along. So let's talk now, Aries. Let's talk about your overall energy for the now first. You have, this is good, you have the King of Wands. You have the 6 of Wands in here, and you also have the 10 of Swords. The energy is good, even though the 10 of Swords is there. So you're still in that grieving phase. But I feel like back in the days, way before this time, you were 10 of Swords, but you were still kind of like in denial over things. There are certain things that you're still worried about. There's no sense of acceptance, you know what I mean, when it comes to relationship sector. But now you guys are much more like, you know what, maybe I should accept it to be over. Maybe I should accept that maybe it's not really meant to be. Maybe I should accept the fact that I was hurting, so you're no longer trying to find means of distracting yourself away from the pain, but you embrace that emotions. You really embrace that emotions, which is beautiful. Why? Because when you embrace that emotions, when you're accepting something, then your true color shows up, especially with the King of Wands and also the 6 of Wands in here. So you are back in your fire. You guys are back in your element again. The King of Wands is somebody who is very confident. Somebody who knows, you know what, it's going to be a new day has come. Like this, a brighter day is soon on the horizon. And you're so much focusing on everything that is making you feel victorious. I feel like in this month of December, you're going to be getting news, or like your life improves a lot, that you're going to feel winning and victorious at the same time. You're going to be celebrating like victories in this month of December. What is challenging you? You have the Hermit card and you also have the 10 of Wands. With the 10 of Wands, it's like the burdens. Remember when I said the 10 of Swords? The burdens, things that you've been clinging on to, but you didn't know that by you clinging on to them, it actually creates some sort of drop of energy. You know, that energy just kind of like keeps you dragging down those burdens, those responsibilities. You felt like you're the only person who's putting in the effort. You're the only person who's still wishing, hoping, trying, and everything like that. And now it's like, okay, you know what? I feel like that's what has been weighing me down, and it's time for me to kind of like let go of that energy. And that's facts. That's true. You'd be getting a message though, because it's in the present card. So if it's not happening now, it's going to happen like really soon with the 8 of Wands in here. You're going to be receiving a message potentially from a past person in here, or somebody that you think you have had like a really great a soulmate-ish or twin flame-ish type of connections from them. And then they're going to make you feel kind of like on top of the world, but also at the same time, like there is this bipolarity going on in here with the 10 of Cups in reverse and also the Princess of Chalices in here. So this person is able to kind of like struck their emotions, struck you right in your feels, but also at the same time you feel like, why is it that I don't feel the collective happiness in this relationship? Like, you know, like something like that. The 10 of Wands also talks about somebody who doesn't want to take the responsibilities of the relationship. So that is something that you are feeling right now. So you're in love and disappointed at the same time. You don't know exactly what you're feeling if you're only dealing with one person, okay? Right now I'm just telling you about the one person scenario. And the reason for that being is because this person has this Knight of Wands energy, which is kind of like a little bit in contrast with how you're feeling right now. This person has the energy of coming and going. You couldn't seem to hold them in place and just like, come on, sit down right over here and discuss. Come on, sit down right over here and let's share something. Let's share quality time together. Fix this relationship in a way that you are happy and I am happy without us keeping hurting each other just because of our attitudes or our actions or our habits or our ways of thinking and something like that. It's still very, very hard for you to achieve that, but you're going to get a message from this person though. Okay, the Hermit card as your overall challenge also talks about somebody in this relationship has the inability to look within. It's difficult. Why? Because when you're in a relationship, it's very much impossible that one person is the saint. So somebody must contribute a mistake and the other person must contribute a mistake, right? Nobody's a saint, nobody's an angel, it's human being. And then there's somebody here within this relationship who has the inability to look within. So instead of looking within, they are much more of you're at fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. No, I hate when you do this. I do this because you did that. You know what I mean? So it kind of like makes you feel very, very burdened down a lot. So in the past, this person was kind of like distancing themselves away from this relationship with the High Priestess here. High Priestess, we're talking about, they're taking a stance of becoming Switzerland or trying to be neutral, not to be black and white position, not to be too much in love with you or too much hate for you. No, they're very, very neutral. And the reason for that being is because I feel like in their life was kind of like scattered. And they had the Eight of Swords before. But when they were with you in the recent past, they were the Eight of Swords in reverse. So they feel like in order for them to get out of their period of mental entrapment, of their period of anxiety, of them having a midnight anxious, I feel like they're a little bit insomniac in some ways as well. Okay, because they keep their mind thinking, and they think that the only way for me to achieve sanity again, the only way for me to achieve stability again is by becoming the High Priestess. So they might go to their religious practice or spirituality practice. They're trying to be Zen, you know what I mean, and distancing themselves so that they could be neutral. And when they do that, it freaks you out because you have the Nine of Swords and also the Ace of Chalices. You couldn't really pinpoint what the hell is going on with this person. Why is this person suddenly distancing themselves away from me? And with the Nine of Swords, it keeps you nuts. So they're trying to keep their... See here, look at how the difference. They're coming out of the period of anxiety. You guys are in anxiety. Okay? They feel like by them doing this, they will achieve their Ace of Cups or getting out of their stress, while you guys are feeling this way. Okay, see the difference? See the contrasting difference in here? And then the mutual energy between the both of you in the past were the Empress in reverse. So the Empress in reverse, we're talking about two people not wanting to please one another. So this person distancing themselves away, no longer wanting to please you. You guys, because you feel Ace of Cups in reverse, you feel bleeding in love, you feel drained, you feel stressed out, you want to get out, but you just don't know how you do it. You were still with Nine of Swords there, so you don't want to please them as well. So there is like this period of that. But the thing is that they were achieving their Zen. You guys, they drive you nuts. So that's how it works. But I love the fact that from the Nine of Swords, you guys are now the Ten of Swords. So you're much more accepting, and now you're much more accepting. You're getting out of that period. But something deep down inside of you is still the Ten of Cups in reverse. You don't feel like collective happiness still because they don't seem to change with the Knight of Wands attitude. And here, the Knight of Wands is somebody who, again, as I said, come and go wherever they pleases. When they starting to see that they losing you, they would chase. But when they get you, they're starting to become too comfortable and too lazy in order to work things out. The Knight of Wands also is a very, very young, fiery sign. You know, it was just like you when you were still young. You don't want to take responsibilities for your actions. You'll be just like, well, c'est la vie, I'm sorry, it was my mistake. I think like they're able to brush it off easier than you guys are. So you're still hurting while they're already on something new. Let's see what's happening in the future. I actually want to clarify something. I keep changing my mind. Such a Sagittarius. Yeah, see, yeah, I was trying to clarify why are they the high priestess, why they were distancing themselves away from the situations, because they feel like the relationship between the both of you has taken a toll into their mental sanity and they needed to get away from it. They don't want to be too obsessive over it again. And second of all, things has not been going too well in other areas of their life. Therefore, they needed to do this. They needed to just like break free from that for a little while. But in the now, though, it's in the present card, so it's not happening now. It's going to happen like really, really soon. I see the return of this person, and this person is able to make you hit you in the feels. If you're dealing with if you're dealing with two people, the people from the past was somebody who is distancing themselves, like they were like you hear nothing. It's just crickets in the background. They're just distance. You see them as somebody who is distance, and it drives you nuts, okay? And then you had somebody, and I feel like your main focus was that. That was the only focus that you were focusing on. That's the only thing that you cared about. You try to look for other people, but still you're so focused on that energy. In the now, though, you would have, if you're dealing with two people, you would have somebody with the energy of Knight of Wands. But I feel like you feel with this person B, the newer person, you feel like with this person doesn't have the ability to offer you that emotional stability or collective happiness that you're looking for, especially since you are getting, or you will be getting, a message from the past person with the Six of Cups in here. It makes you hit all in the feels. So you're not really going to be focusing on this Knight of Wands energy in here. Wait, I'm gonna pull the future card first before I want to know what is it their intentions. All right. Devil card reverse. Four of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Tower card in reverse. Two of Swords. What's up? Full card in reverse. What's up with this? So when the table has finally turned, but anyway, let's talk. So in the future, this person would feel much more happy with you, okay? You would feel much more happy. They will feel much more happy with you. They would have more of the energy of staying in your life rather than in the now where they come and go whenever they please, when you can't seem to hold them in place, you know what I mean? They're going to be much more stable because they're getting out of the toxic and unhealthy habits and attitude that contributes to the destructions of the relationship. So they're going to get out of the period. There is this cleansing coming out of them, especially when they were the high priestess. So I feel like in the past, they were also try to improve themselves a lot by learning, maybe reading books or learning TED Talks or, you know, inspirational quotes or inspirational speakers and stuff like that. So now they understand, okay, that is the habit that I need to break. That is the habit that I need to get away from so that I could have a much more stable relationship, in which they're willing to do in the future here with the Four of Wands. So they have more of the energy of staying. But then I feel like because you're the Ten of Cups in reverse in here, but I feel like I feel when this person comes into your life, when this past person comes into your life, because you're so Princess of Chalices, because There's no denying you love them fully. Like a high school first had a crush. You kind of like adore them, worship them. You guys became really, really sensitive. And somehow I feel you became very, very unlike Aries. So you're unable to communicate or express exactly how you truly feel, and the discomfort that you feel with the Ten of Cups in reverse in here by them becoming the Knight of Wands. My suggestion would be, while they are in the mood for change, while they are in this path and they're actually going to the right path, if you truly want this relationship to work, you need to kind of like express exactly how you're feeling, what you don't like about this Knight of Wands energy in the relationship that you felt from them. Like, it has to come, because they're like, well, in the future they're going to be like, yay, I'm stable with you, Aries, I'm stable, where you guys are much more of the Two of Swords. Is it really what I want? Is it really what I want? Why am I still feeling this way? And all of that happens because the Tower card in reverse. The Tower card in reverse, we're talking about time-ticking bomb, a volcano waiting to erupt. Everything that you hold in, hold in, hold in. And if you hold in because it's so unnatural for you to hold things in, it becomes destructive, because you want to enjoy the time. You want to live the moment with them, but then you're still feeling something that is negative inside of you. So instead of waiting for that volcano to erupt and makes you indecisive in the future, rather than doing so, communicate exactly your everything that you're feeling here with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Both of you will be focusing much more on your work though, and with the Four of Wands, like, they know what they needed to change from their side, but they don't know what they needed to change from your side, from what you're expecting them to change. Okay, so although they feel stable, they feel happy, they feel like home with you, but they would still have the energy of coming and going because they have a life. Sometimes when they need to work, or sometimes when they need to take care of other aspects of their life, they're going to pull away a bit, and it's going to be like, it's happening again. It's happening again. What the hell is going on? You know what I mean? So you need to express really all of your discomfort, because this is very un-Aries-like, you know, with the Fool card in reverse in here. Very, very un-Aries-like. You guys always want to take that giant leap of faith. You guys always want to have, you know, just jump and have faith in it. But you're just going to be indecisive about it. So I want, if you're dealing with two people, you're still focusing so much on this past person that you feel you have a twin flame-ish or soulmate-ish type of connections with them, and somebody who you still very much, with the Princess of Chalices in here, you still very much worship and adore him and adore them in some ways. They are in the mood to change, Aries, but you're the Tower card in reverse. Speak up. Say what you need to say. And then with person B, somebody who has the energy of coming and going, somebody who is very fiery, somebody who is actually very, very much interested in you, but you don't feel the connection with them as much as you felt the connection with the Six of Cups with person from the past. This person in the future is going to start to consider you like home, but I feel like you're going to be quite indecisive whether you want to be with them or not. So there's this period of indecision going on. So I want to know the intention of the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this Knight of Wands person, okay, there's two meanings here, because you have the Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, and also the Ten of Pentacles. So this Knight of Wands person is somebody who has so many options. It could be options when it comes to love, when it comes to romantic partners. They might be having like multiple choices at the same time, and you're like, I'm tired of dealing with this. I don't want to compete with anybody else. You know, that's how you feel. Or they have really, really high ambitions, because you see here next to it you have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands have the globe here. I'm going to conquer the world. I want to do this. I want to do that, because they, in their belief system, they need to achieve 10 of Pentacles first. They need to achieve financial stability, financial freedom first before they even get into a relationship. So that's their main focus, especially in the future. There's this 9 of Pentacles involved in here. So financial independence, financial stability means a lot to you and also to them. Okay? Right, so I think that's it for my reading for you guys. Aries, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.